everyone. So today I have my how I did financially in January, and I have a lot of updates for you guys. So if you guys saw like my financial goals for 2018, I am trying to save up for a Europe trip in the summertime, and I am also trying to get myself out of debt and like a little extra savings. Those are like my main goals. So yeah, I'm gonna start off by saying the trip. So for the trip, as motivation, my trip is in August. I printed out like these little jars, and I'm supposed to fill 5 of them. Each jar represents $1,000 because I'm trying to save up about $5,000, and so that's roughly about $715 a month to save up for that. But because you have to get like your main plane tickets like so in advance, which I've already bought, by the way. I've bought my plane tickets, which is the most important part to make the trip official, and that actually ended up being $1,200. I think it's pretty like average for an international flight. So I got my plane ticket there and my plane ticket back, and it wasn't round trip like because we're traveling to different places, so I'm not coming back from the same place I started. And those two were like the most expensive ones, obviously, because I'm going to be traveling like either by train or short plane rides within Europe. So again, like I was saying, my motivation is to fill up 5 of these. But I'm trying to save $715, and obviously it's only been the first month and I'm already on my second jar. So, and this went just for plane tickets. So like I said, because it costs $1,200, I'm on my second jar already, and yeah. So because my monthly estimate of at least what I have to save is $715, I went over that in January. I think I went over that by $492 to be exact, and that means I only have to save $223 in February. I'm gonna try to shoot for $500 just because it's, like I have the whole month, and if I could do $1,200 in 1 month, then I think I should be able to do $500. So yeah. So because I'm not going to be saving as big as I was in January, I actually want to put the rest of the money that I make through my jobs into my credit card debt. So in the goal of February, my goal for the month of February is actually to pay off my Forever 21 card. They recently lowered my limit. It was never a big limit to begin with. So I used to, when I first got the card, I had a $500 limit, and I guess because I didn't update my financial information for them, which I didn't know that was a thing for credit cards, they ended up lowering it to $300. So here I was like, I think I only have like $281, that's almost half of it paid off. And then they lowered it, and I got my statement. I'm like, why do I have only $19 in credit? So it's because they lowered it. And so my goal in February is to pay that completely off. Just the $281 that I have left, boom, done. And that kind of like, if I was supposed to save like $715 and I'm only gonna try to like save $500, that extra like surplus, I want that to go specifically to my Forever 21 card, and that will be a whole credit card paid off. So that is my goal for that. As far as other expenses in the month of January, I've spent about $200 in books for school. I still have to buy books for another class, so that probably, I don't want to go above $250. I do rent a lot of my textbooks, but some of them I do have to buy, and I have to buy like supplies because I take a lot of like science classes and they don't provide everything you need. So I don't want to go above $250. So I have like $50 to like do rentals and other stuff for that other class that I'm missing. I also had a car repair at the beginning of January. My car's engine would turn on, and whenever it would turn on, the car would start to jerk the entire time. And I know my engine light has been going off for a while, but then that issue started happening, and so the repairs for that, it also needed like new brakes, a tune-up, and needed an oil change. So that ended up being $350, which, I mean, at the beginning of the month I was like, wow, this is putting like a damper on saving, but as you can see, the month is over and I did perfectly fine. I also killed myself with 2 jobs. I have kind of 2 full-time jobs. One's for sure full-time and the other one's like a part-time, but it's kind of borderline full-time hours. So I think that's like the big reason why I was able to save so much, but I kind of just burnt myself out in the process, which is why like I've kind of been MIA in my videos. So yeah, I probably will do an update about all of that stuff in the end of February, just because I'm still trying to figure out which one I should leave. Should I like ask to be demoted in one job, or I'm not sure, because with school starting, that is a priority over jobs. So I obviously can't do both. So I'll probably tell you like what I end up doing when I do my February update. But yeah, other expenses that I had is I did like a little trip to go see a person, and I ended up taking the train, so that was a $75 train ticket. And so remember how I said I was gonna do like the cash envelope system and the budgeting? Well, that definitely did not work out this month, especially with this trip. This trip was at the beginning of the month and I definitely blew it all. I was only gonna give myself $100 a month, so $50 bi-weekly for food. And yeah, that definitely didn't work out. I definitely went over, and I think I went over in that trip specifically. I'm gonna try again in February because that is all about trying, and I'm starting off the month fresh. And yeah, I'm just gonna give myself $100 for the month, and I had to be smarter about this because I was not smart this trip. So that was like $75 on a plane ticket, and then I definitely spent $100 in food just alone. And then the rest of the month I spent more. So yeah, I'm gonna try again for the envelope system. When I get paid this upcoming Friday, I don't know when you're gonna see this video, but when I get paid this upcoming week, I am going to use that paycheck to pay off my bills, and then whatever is left, I want to take it out so I could start with this envelope system again and do that saving, because that's the one thing yes, I was able to save for my trip, but I could have done better. Like my spending could have been less. So yeah, that's all I really have for this month. Just trying to get on track with the whole cash envelope and giving myself a budget for certain things, and that's how I did. Like, I think I did really well saving wise, and I think I did pretty good when it came to other spending. It's just the whole food, like I need to do cash. So that's going to be my main goal for February, to get on that track and to start doing it. So this was my January finance update. I'll probably do these like again once a month just to update you how like the month went. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next one.